Hi, welcome back. And today I'm going to be talking about my April favorites. And I also have some empties as well. So April was kind of like a really weird month when it comes to like me trying things slash like a normal routine. So I was like finishing up traveling. When I returned home, I started a new work schedule, thus making my filming schedule change and become a lot more difficult, hence why you haven't really seen as much from me the past like month or so. And I also got a bunch of new products while I was traveling and a bunch of new products from a Sephora order during the VIB sale. So it's just like what I've been reaching for was kind of inconsistent, but at least like from what I can remember in my brain, these are the products that I used the most and or like thought about the most at least. Anyways, so yeah, let's just get into it because yeah, I've been really happy with my makeup collection lately. And also I want to make like some sort of like disclaimer about my channel where it's like I made this channel for pure enjoyment. Like I don't make any money off of my YouTube channel, obviously. Like it's more like this it's a pleasure for me to talk about makeup and review makeup and do like makeup artist inspired looks and just really rant and rave about things that I love. I don't consider myself like an influencer-esque type person. Like I consider myself like someone who is into the artistry of it all. And so I never want to inspire people to participate in the overconsumption of makeup. Like I definitely have more makeup than the average consumer, but I don't want anybody to think that I have this huge makeup collection anymore. Like that I don't have like this big encyclopedia of products to compare, and I don't want to. Also, like I don't want to spend all of my money on makeup. It's just something I just want to put out there. And so like I have been buying like more makeup than usual lately, so I am going to be like kind of taking a little bit of a break of purchasing new makeup, at least for a little while, because I just don't want to get in the habit of being like, oh, I need to buy this for my YouTube channel to review, you know, because this isn't part of my like, I don't make any money off of this, and I'm almost to the point where I could probably start applying for like affiliate links and stuff like that, but I'm not there yet. So I don't want people to think that I have like this certain type of budget of money to use towards my YouTube channel, because I don't want to put pressure on myself to make this a not enjoyable hobby of mine, because like I do have this really like toxic, like self-deprecating, like toxic habit of mine where I associate my self-worth with the amount of productivity that I do. So I get into a swing of things, and if I fall into the habit of feeling like, you know, that this is a job and that I am doing really bad at said job or project, then like I'm a loser or something, like not doing good. So like I just only want to make videos when I have something to say and I think something's a good idea, because I can definitely, like, rewatching certain videos, like I can definitely tell when I forced myself to film, you know, like when I wasn't in the right headspace, or if I was like feeling a certain way that day, or if something else was on my mind that I needed to get done but I felt obligated to make a video. Like I don't want to do that, and because you know, like it's very like one-sided in certain ways. And so I just want people to know that just because if I don't like upload on a week doesn't mean that I'm like done, or like, I don't know. And nobody's ever like said anything to me. It's just more so like my own thoughts about it. But yeah, it's just, I don't want to promote overconsumption or have people assume that I have like any sort of like money management with all of this or anything like that. And also I actually want to make high quality videos that are informative and help people like appreciate makeup and learn about makeup and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, let's just talk about my favorites. I'm going to start off with my empties. So the first one is my Embryolisse Lait Cream Concentrate. And I love this. This is my favorite makeup priming moisturizer. Like, it's so velvety, so beautiful. The only bad thing I can say about it is the fragrance, but they do make a fragrance-free one. I think I have like maybe 1 or 2 like uses out of this, but it's very much like hard to get a good amount out of this now, so I feel pretty confident to say that this is definitely an empty, and I have enjoyed it, and I will be repurchasing. This is kind of a permanent product in my collection. And another permanent product is something that I've been using a little bit more because it is really fighting to be springtime and have sun here, here in Portland. And so I have been breaking out like higher SPFs and introducing more SPFs into my daily routine. I know, don't come at me, like, the sun just doesn't shine here, and so a lot of my makeup products just have SPF in it, and so like when it's raining and cold and like whatnot for like 6 months out of the year, like SPF really isn't on your mind. So I have, now that I'm 30 now. I mean, I know that's not old, and I know that like my skin doesn't really have like any sort of like deep lines or wrinkles or anything like that, and I want to keep it that way for as long as I can. And I also don't have like that like whole aging phobia thing that a lot of people have. Like, I don't have any like Botox or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and like whatever, but just know that I don't have any filler. I don't have anything going on in my face, and so I just want to like keep that as long as I can. And so the best way you can do that is using SPF even when you feel like you don't need it, which is like what I am trying to do starting this year now that I am technically in my 30s. So my favorite, well, I would say that this is my favorite sunscreen that I've ever used. It's the Innisfree Daily UV Defense. This is a SPF 36, and it gives like this refreshing dewy glow. It sits under makeup beautifully. It's so cosmetically elegant. It's fairly inexpensive. Most Innisfree products, I've heard people say Innisfree, but it's clearly an F, and so I don't understand. Somebody explain. There's a lot of their products. They're a Korean beauty brand. I think they only have skincare. I don't think they have any, I mean, they might have a lip balm. I don't know. I have a firming essence. I have a hydrating serum. I have 2 different types of moisturizers. I have this. It's just a really beautiful brand. I think like if you're into like the K-beauty / like hydrating, like plump skin, maybe give them a chance. They're pretty, I really enjoy their products. But anyways, this is officially an empty, and I have like 2 other backups that I just opened one today. So yeah, this is an empty. Okay, and last empty, and I can't believe I'm finally getting to say it, but it's my Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. Oh, which is, you know, like a tinted sunscreen-esque moisturizer thing. And oh my god, I'm so happy that I finally finished this because it was starting to turn, and I wanted to get as much love out of this product as possible. If you've been watching me for any sort of time, you would know that I was unsure about this product when I first started using it, but then I slowly started to incorporate it into my daily routine, and I just love it. I think it's a beautiful, cosmetically elegant product. Some people don't like it. I understand why, but for me, it does everything I want it to do. Like, it's very beautiful, and I think that once I go through some other things and like try a few things, like this is definitely a repurchase for me. I'm wearing it today. I think I have like maybe like 2 uses out of this, but like it's a struggle to get everything out of the dropper, and it's also not laying on my skin in the same way that it used to. And I think because it is aged. It's aging for I mean, it's done, you know, like it's done. And so like this is definitely a repurchase for me, and it's on my skin today. It's what I'm wearing, and I think it's so lovely. I love it, and I'm so happy that I used it up and got my money's worth. Okay, so we're done with empties, and now we're just on to like my favorites of the month, and the first one is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Color Corrector in the green. I was kind of unsure about this at first because it does have a scent. It does have a very heavy white base. Like, it's not the greenest thing I've ever used. But honestly, this is such a beautiful product. Like, it really, I mean, I haven't tried the like actual concealer one, but I mean, I can't imagine that it's any different formula from this because this is just green. And it's so lovely. Like, it's really, really lovely. Like, it sits underneath makeup and on top of makeup in such an elegant way. Like, it makes your skin look so beautiful. Like, today I'm wearing the Ilia skin tint, and then on top of it I have this mixed with my Kosas Revealer concealer, and it just sits beautifully, and it gives your skin like this like glow about it, but it's not like dewy. It just has this like luminescence almost to it, and it's just like, looking in the viewfinder, I'm like, it looks good. Like, it looks really, really good. I'm so happy with this. Diving back into skincare a little bit, I did get this vitamin enriched eye base from Bobbi Brown. It's this really like luxurious formula. It's doesn't really, kind of has like a, I don't want to say like a lemony scent, but it's like a fresh scent. It's super nice. I think that this is absolutely stunning. Like, this applied as like a primer or even like at nighttime, like it makes your eyes just feel nourished. Makeup sits on top of it so beautifully. It doesn't cause any milia on me. Not that that's like a problem for me in general. Like, I don't suffer from that, but it doesn't cause it. So at least I'll just say that it didn't cause it. But yeah, it doesn't make like my my concealer sit weird. It's really beautiful. And if the rest, or what is the other one? The face base, the vitamin rich face base, if it's anything like this, then that's probably really good too, because I've never tried that. But this one. Okay, and so for bronzer, while I have been really obsessed with my Gucci bronzer since I have received it in April, I do have to say that I have been using my Say Sunmelt quite a bit. Like, there's quite the dent happening in this, and I'm really, really happy. Like, I'm kind of like thinking about making this like a project pan for the rest of the year, like to try to get this like panned by fall. Like, I think that would be a really like kind of fun challenge to do. But this is like, once I get like my first like color to me, which I did like last week, like I got a little bit of sun on me, like I instantly gravitate towards this. Like, I love this bronzer. I've had this since it launched. What was it, like last summer or something like that? And yeah, it's just, it's such a beautiful bronzer. I wear medium bronze, and they have since expanded the shade range, so there's even more options for people of all different skin tones. I love this. I love this so much, and I've just been using it a lot lately now that it's starting to get kind of warmer, a little more springtime, more sun. Like, I just think that it sits beautifully on the skin. Like, you can wear it really sheer, you can build it up for more pigmentation. And yeah, it goes on beautifully with a brush or a sponge. It's very versatile. I love it so much. I haven't been really putting it down at all. The Gucci is like, you know, a favorite as well, but I haven't used it as much as this because was already in my collection. So the Gucci will probably be a May favorite. So I have the Say Sunmelt on as my bronzer, but I want to talk about this blush that I love to wear on top of it, but I don't have it on my cheeks today because I'm wearing another favorite. But oh, that's a eyeshadow. But it is the Rouge blush by Dior, and this is in the shade Charnelle. This is such a beautiful, like, neutral, kind of like apricot leaning. It has like a sheen to it. It makes the skin just look so lovely. I'll just do a swatch for you. It just has like this beautiful sheen, and you don't really need a highlighter with it. Not that it has like glitters or anything in it, but it has this beautiful like luminescence. It reflects the light in this very beautiful way. Your skin just looks healthy and good, and it blends out. It's so velvety. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful blush. Like, I've been coveting that blush for so long, and I'm so happy that I own it, and I think about it all the time. Like, I'm always wanting to wear it, and I have been. Next favorite for blush, because I always have multiple blushes that I love. The other one, this was in my March favorites, and this is the Chanel Baume Essentiel in the shade Rouge Frais. this is part of the spring summer collection, or it's like spring collection 2023 for Chanel. So I think this is limited edition, but it has inspired me to like want more of the Baume Essentials. I think I either want to get transparent or I want to get like rosé or something, because I do like a pink in my kind of balmy highlight things. But when I was in Ireland, I loved wearing this either over the Chanel Tendresse quad, like the eye and cheek quad, or I love to wear it on top of, man, I keep picking up that eyeshadow palette, or I like to wear it on top of Charnelle. But when I was in Ireland, I either did Tendresse quad or I did the Victoria Beckham Playground. But I think my favorite way to wear this is on top of Nudestix Sunkissed. So yeah, because Sunkissed, not only is it one of my favorite blushes of all time, but I think it complements the red in here a little bit more than Playground does, because Sunkissed has more red in it than Playground does. Like Playground is definitely like a true kind of like terracotta nude, where this has a terracotta-ness to it, but it does have more of like a reddish brown. They're pretty interchangeable, Sunkissed and Playground, but if you're kind of like a bronzer junkie like me, then you're like, yeah, I need both. But these two together is what I have on my face today on top of the Say Sunmelt, and all three of them together have just been giving me these very bronzed, juicy cheeks that I get so many compliments on. And yeah, I love the Chanel Baume Essentiel. Like, it's just such a beautiful, elegant product, and I love this shade, and I want more. I'm gonna talk about this Dior palette because I keep picking it up because it's sitting right next to me. And so this is the Dior palette in this shade Soft Cashmere. This is such a beautiful quint. It is cool toned, it's brown. It has, if you love the shade or the Dior single Beige Mitza, you will definitely love this palette. I call this palette Beige Mitza's like very complicated older sister. It has like the most beautiful color story. I'm wearing it today. I'm wearing the center shade and the white sparkly shade, and it just blends out so beautifully. Like, it's such a nice palette. Expensive, but beautiful. I have actually been wearing like a lot of different eye looks as of late, like the past, like I would say like from like mid-April into like now, which we're like just about to be finished with the first week of May. But I've just been like making an effort to wear like a different eyeshadow every day. But the one I just keep thinking about is this. Like, I keep thinking about this quint. One, because it's new, and two, it's like my favorite type of color story, which is like a very sparkly, beautiful, elegant, sometimes wet looking kind of taupey brownish. You know, I love cool tone eyeshadows. I love warm toned eyeshadows too, but for some reason I've just been riding the cool tone train. But yeah, Soft Cashmere is definitely a favorite. And I think it's going to be a favorite for a while. Like, I'm pretty obsessed with it. The Merit Clean Lash Mascara. I love this. I can honestly say this is one of my new favorite mascaras. I've been keeping this in my bag. Like, I would like have this like when I was like on the go. Like, anytime I was like in a rush and I knew that I needed to put on a mascara that was not gonna do me dirty, I would reach for this, stick it in my bag, and like put it on last minute before work or like whatever. It's such a good mascara. I have it on my eyelashes today. It's nice and fluffy. It removes easily. Like, it's just such a lovely mascara, and it kind of redeemed Merit in my eyes a little bit because they're kind of hit or miss for me. But the mascara is definitely a win. Okay, and now on to lips. This puppy is new in my collection. I got this during the Sephora sale. This is the Sephora brand gel lip liner, and I have this in the shade 1, and it's called the Nudist. It's this beautiful, cool toned kind of like sculpting kind of color, and while I can say it's not the most like long lasting, it's just so easy, and the color is so nice. It goes with a variety of different lipsticks and or lip glosses or lip tints, whatever. it just is. Like, it's just so good. I think it's like one of those like perfect, like natural contour kind of colors. I really like wearing this with a really like vibrant kind of like pinky lip balm kind of thing, but what I'm wearing today is another favorite, and I just have to say that this is probably like my favorite lip gloss of all time. Not only is it just like lovely, but it lasts a long time and it's actually nourishing. And I think that I use this at least at one point every single day. Like, whether it's like I put it on before I go to bed as like my lip mask because I do find it very nourishing, or lip prep before makeup, and or midday when I'm like, ooh, my lips are dry, I put this on. I always have this on me. I love it so much. I just have the clear shade. I think it's just called Chill. Yeah, the Tower 28 lip jelly is definitely like, it's what I'm wearing. This combination is what I'm wearing today, and I love it so much. Like, they're just beautiful together. The other color I have in this is the shade 2, which is I think Nothing But Nude, and it's a very like warmer version. But for some reason I keep pulling this one out of my collection, and I've always been more of a like warm tone lip liner girl, but I think I'm starting to get into the sculpting lip lining life. I don't know, but this with a gloss, particularly this gloss, banger. Okay, so those are all of my favorites for the month of April, and I had a few empties that I was very excited to share with you. Yeah, so I think the month of May is going to be a little bit more concise and a little bit more like relevant to what I've been wearing, maybe. I don't know, because April was such a weird month. But yeah, those are my favorites, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!